All right, let's talk about something that feels like a total mystery to millions of students every single year: AP essay scoring. We're going to crack the code, pull back the curtain, and see what actually happens to your essay after you turn it in. You know that feeling, right? You study for hours, you write until your hand is about to fall off, and then you hand your essay over, and it just vanishes. For weeks, it's gone, and all that comes back is one little number. It's so frustrating. Exactly. It's like you've tossed all your hard work into this giant black box, given it a good shake, and are just hoping a good score pops out. But what if I told you it's not a black box at all? It's a system with rules. And today, we are going to figure out those rules. So, first things first, let's talk about the people on the other side of your essay. Who are these mysterious figures, these AP readers? This is probably the most important thing to get straight. They are not some faceless scoring robots programmed to hunt down every little mistake. No way. They're actual high school teachers and college professors, people who spend their lives in classrooms with students just like you. And this is a total game changer for how you should think about this. The official guidelines actually train them to be your advocates, not your enemies. They are actively, and I mean actively, looking for ways to give you credit for what you've written. And don't just take my word for it. These principles come straight from the official scoring guidelines. Readers are explicitly told to reward you for what you do well, to look for reasons to award points. They genuinely want you to succeed. They're rooting for you. Okay, so if the graders really want to give you points, how do they do it? Well, it's not magic, and it's not based on their mood that day. They have one single tool that guides every decision they make. It's called the rubric. The rubric is basically the rule book for the game. It's a checklist that tells the grader exactly what they need to see from you to earn each point. Seriously, if you understand the rubric, you understand how to get a good score. It really is that simple. So, what does that look like in practice? Well, a typical rubric for, say, a history essay is built like a ladder. You get a point for solid thesis. Boom. You get points for setting up the context and using specific evidence. Check. And you get those top-tier points for your analysis. That's where you explain the how and the why. It's a step-by-step process, not a guess. Okay, now for my favorite part. We know who the graders are, and we know about their secret weapon, the rubric. So let's bust some of the biggest myths about AP essays by looking at what the official guidelines actually say. This is where the real secrets are hiding. Let's start with a true classic. We've all heard this one, right? The idea that you have to write page after page, that more words automatically equals more points. But is that the reality? Here it is, straight from the source. Quality beats quantity, every single time. A short, sharp, powerful essay will always score better than a long, rambling one that doesn't say much. So, focus your energy on making a great argument, not just filling up the page. All right, myth number 2, the thesaurus myth. You know, the belief that you have to drop a bunch of 50-cent words to impress the grader. But what do the people doing the scoring actually want to see? Again, the guidance is crystal clear. They reward clarity. They reward precision. Your number one job is to communicate your ideas effectively. Trying to use a big word you're not sure about can actually backfire and make your argument confusing. Just be clear and direct. Oh, this one causes so much anxiety. It's the fear that one wrong date, one misspelled name, one little grammar mistake is going to completely tank your score. But you know what? Scoring isn't about being perfect. I want you to let this one sink in, because it might be the most reassuring thing you hear all day. Readers are literally trained not to penalize you for small mistakes. They are looking at the big picture, your thesis, your evidence, your analysis. So please don't sweat the small stuff. So, we've humanized the graders, we've decoded the rubric, we've busted the biggest myths. What does this all mean for you sitting down to write your next essay? Let's boil all this down into a simple, actionable game plan. Here it is, your 4-point plan. Number 1, write to be clear, not to be complicated. Number 2, make sure you answer every single part of the prompt. Number 3, think of that rubric as a checklist and go after those points one by one. And last but not least, always remember, the person reading your essay is on your team. So when you put it all together, the big takeaway is this. AP scoring isn't some scary, random black box. It's a very human system with very clear rules designed to reward you for what you know. And it's a system that you can absolutely learn to master.
Knowing the rules of the game changes everything, doesn't it? It turns all that anxiety into a strategy, and it turns fear into focus. So the only real question left is, now that you have the insider's guide, how are you going to play the game?